Hello everybody, Dennis Engelbrecht with the next installment of our Digging Deeper series. So one of the problems that everybody cites, I remember at the last AGC convention I asked the people in the room, how many of you think drawings are improving that we have for construction? Of course nobody raised their hand. I said, how many of you think the level of drawings are getting worse? And everybody raises their hands. So clearly that is a trend in the industry, and it isn't so much that, the lines aren't straight or anything like that. What's happening is the design process has almost transferred out, to the contractor and the subcontractors, and it gets fully developed, through the submittal process and all of that, where, people are doing their shop drawings and everything else. So as we launch a construction project today, there just are lots of holes in what this construction project is going to be and how it's going to get built. So the challenge, for the team that's out there building, the general contractor and their trade partners, is to figure out what's going to be built and find out the best way to build it. So with that problem being that, we're building on drawings that are less complete or have less of the answers, connections, detail, all of that stuff. How do we overcome that and still get the job done on time? Well, one of our contractors has a best practice, and they've branded it, so I won't give you the brand. But basically what it is a thorough and detailed drawing review before they ever launch out on site. So they literally will spend 2 to 3 weeks with the project team, the superintendent, project manager, possibly still folks from the pre-construction team, going through these drawings and really identifying all the gaps, all the holes, all the questions that have to be asked. And what they come out of through this process, and I've seen some of those binders, they're binders this thick with all the things that they've got to get answered to properly and efficiently build this project. So what they've found through that process is that with that process, it really brings all the parties together to get the answers sooner and to make sure that all the questions get answered. One of the things we've also learned, through our peer program is the cost of a problem that gets identified later in the process costs a lot more than a problem that can be identified up front. So the objective of this thorough drawing review process at the beginning is really to get all the questions out there and get a methodology for getting these answers and getting those answers out to the construction teams who are going to build this project. So if you're not doing this or you're doing it in a haphazard manner, definitely recommend it being part of your process and get that implemented in your company, and you'll have smoother projects that finish on time. Again, Dennis Engelbrecht with the Family Business Institute, and we're digging deeper.